Biarritz with nelly boustead 1891.
The national hero of the Philippines, Dr. Jose Rizal, was a man of a great passion and sentiment in addition to being a prolific writer and revolutionary thinker. It is crucial to examine his personal life, even though the majority of historical studies center on his political engagement and intellectual contributions. In one particularly poignant instant, Rizal had a brief but significant romantic engagement with Filipina-Spanish mestiza nelly boustead in Biarritz, France in 1891. This period of Rizal's life sheds light on his moral principles, cultural identity, and emotional world. Jose Rizal chose to take a brief respite from his demanding political commitments in Brussels and Madrid in the beginning of 1891. The Boustead family invited him to stay at their winter home in Biarritz, a charming coastal town on France's southwest coast. The Boustead were a mixed French, Filipino, Spanish family with affluence and social connections. The two daughters, Adelina and Nelly, were friends with Rizal, who had first met the family in Paris. Rizal said he felt rejuvenated when he arrived at Biarritz. He wrote to Pulse about how his energy, emotions, and physical health had improved. Biarritz became a place of intellectual and romantic refuge for him, away from political stench of the propaganda movement. Nelly Boustead. Who was she? Nelly Boustead was a young woman with a great intelligence, beauty, and education. Raised in a Protestant home, she was deeply pious, spoke multiple languages fluently, and had extensive understanding of European culture. In addition to her charm, Nelly was respected for her moral conviction and up-to-date perspective on life. During his time in Biarritz, she and Rizal spent a lot of time together, talking, taking walks by the sea, and attending social gatherings that were held by the Boustead family. Nelly was seen by Rizal as a unique fusion of Filipina vigor and European elegance. He quickly fell deeply in love with her after admiring her honesty, weight, and integrity.
Rizal's feeling for Nelly deepened day by day. According to historians and preserved letters, he seriously considered marrying her. In a letter, his friend Mariano Ponce, Rizal confessed that he was deeply in love and hinted that he was close to proposing marriage. The romantic tension did not go unnoticed among fellow Filipino living in the Europe. Marcelo del Pilar even joked that Rizal's next novel should be titled Nelly Mitang Harry. Interestingly, Antonio Luna, who also had affection for Nelly in the past, reportedly made disparaging remarks about her, which almost to a duel with Rizal. Luna later apologized and the matter was settled. Despite the mutual affection between Rizal and Nelly, several obstacles stood in the way of their union. First, religious conflict. Nelly and her family were Protestants, and they insisted Rizal to convert from Catholicism if he were to marry her. Rizal, though critically of the Catholic Church abuses, refused to abandon his religion. He believed strongly in religious freedom and personal conviction. Second, parental disapproval. Nelly's mother disapproved of the match, citing Rizal's unstable income, dangerous political views, and uncertain future. As an activist, and writer targeted by the Spanish colonial government, Rizal was not seen as a secure choice for marriage. These differences proved irreconcilable. Nelly declined Rizal's proposal and the two parted amicably. In her farewell letter, she expressed hope for Rizal's safety and success, assuring him of her continued prayer. While the romance did not blossom into marriage, Rizal's stay in Biarritz was not in vain. In fact, it was a crucial period for his literary work. He used the peaceful environment to finish the final chapter of El Filibusterismo, the sequel to his groundbreaking novel No Limitang Hire. The novel, which exposed the corruption of Spanish authorities and the abuses of clergy in the Philippines, was completed on March 29, 1891, shortly after he left Biarritz. Though his emotional and intellectual life were deeply intertwined, the failed romance provided both motivation and reflection, adding emotional depth to his writing.
The relation between Jose Rizal and nelly boustead in Biarritz was brief, but it reveals much about Rizal as a person. It shows his ability to love deeply, his commitment to his belief, and his struggle to balance personal happiness with national duties. Their story is not one of heartbreak but of respect, sacrifice, and integrity in many ways. It mirrors the greater tragedy of Rizal's life, how his personal dreams were often set aside for the sake of his country. The Biarritz episode is a testament to how even the most passionate love can be shaped and sometimes defeated by region, politics, and circumstance. But it also reminds us that Rizal was not just a hero. He was a man being who loved and lost and created beauty through it all.